dangerous of abducting.
Reacting to something scary.
Hey,
A scary
I'm
short.
Sapphire.
Want to hear something scary? You have to see this person before. But yeah, I'm gonna watch her and let's react to a very scary
You've heard
story.
of the Slender Man, but have you heard of the tall, slender woman? This
No.
next chapter is a Japanese urban legend called Hachishaku-sama, which means
8 feet tall.
8 feet tall.
I know
My
what that means.
grandparents lived in a small village
I
in
know a
Japan.
bit of Japanese.
Every summer, my parents would take me there on holiday to visit them. The last time I saw them was the summer when I was 8 years old. My grandparents were inside the house, and I was playing by myself outside in the backyard. I heard a strange sound.
What the hell? Boo.
I didn't know what it was, and it was hard to figure out where it was coming from.
Boo.
I was looking around, searching for the
my
source
hat.
of the noise, when I noticed
Equipment.
something on top of the tall hedges that
Oh my
enclosed the
Pikachu.
backyard. It was a straw hat. It wasn't resting on the hedge, it was behind it.
Oh,
That's where the
hell
sound was
no.
coming from. Then the hat began to move. It stopped at a small gap in the hedge, and I could see a face peering through.
Oh, hell no.
But the hedges were high.
Heck
almost
no.
8 feet tall.
Get out of
I
there.
was surprised at how tall the woman was. I wondered if she was wearing stilts or some sort of huge high-heeled shoes.
Yeah.
Then, a split second later, she walked off, and the strange noise disappeared with her,
Okay.
fading into the distance.
Oh, gee, that's
Confused,
terrifying.
I got up and ran back into the house. My grandparents were in the kitchen drinking tea. I sat down at the table and told my grandparents what I had seen. They weren't really paying attention to me until I mentioned that distinctive sound. They both froze. Grandma's eyes grew wide and she covered her mouth with her hand. Grandpa's face became very serious and he grabbed me by the arm. "This is very important," he said, very intensely. "How tall was she?" "As tall as the garden hedge." "Where was she standing? When did this happen? What did you do? Did she see you?" I tried to answer all his questions as best as I could. He rushed out to the hallway and made a phone call. I couldn't hear what he was saying, but after he hung up, he walked out the door. "Grandma, what's going on?" "There's something dangerous abducting children in this area," she said. "We call it Hachishaku-sama. It takes on the appearance of an extremely tall woman and says, in a deep voice. A long time ago, it was captured by
Jesus.
monks and they managed to confine it in a ruined building on the outskirts of the village. They trapped it using 4 jizo, small religious statues that they placed at the north, south, east, and west of the ruins.
That's
so that it could not
terrifying.
escape. But somehow, it did. The last time it appeared was 15 years ago. My grandmother said that anyone who saw it was destined to die within a few days. It all sounded so crazy. I wasn't sure what to believe. Just then, my grandpa came back, but with an old woman who called herself Keisan. They took me upstairs to my bedroom and began covering the windows with
Jeez.
newspaper, with ancient runes.
Pretty
written
tense,
all over.
man.
Keisan placed small bowls of salt in all 4 corners of the room and a small Buddha figure in the center.
Soon the sun will be setting, so listen carefully.
That's a terrible
Must
voice
stay
changer.
in this room until 7:30 tomorrow morning.
That's really
Do
cheap.
not open this door for any reason,
She placed a bucket in my hands.
Okay.
not even to use the restroom.
My grandparents
I was
and
about to
Keisan
say,
left the room,
where would she go
and I
to the
locked door
bathroom
after
then?
them. I couldn't believe what was happening. Was I really going to die in a few days? I turned on the TV to try to take my mind off everything and eventually fell asleep. I was awakened around 1 a.m. by a tapping sound on the window.
Oh, god damn, that's
Probably just a tree
terrifying.
or something, I told myself.
Oh, it's
Then came a
terrifying.
knock on the door, and I heard my grandpa's voice. "Are you okay in there?
No.
If you're scared, I can come keep you."
Don't.
Hearing his voice was such a relief that without thinking, I rushed over to the door. But
Then-
something didn't feel right. I looked at the bowls of salt in the room. All 4 of them had turned black.
Gee.
And then I heard the sound again.
Oh,
Tapping
God.
on the window continued. I knelt in front of the Buddha and began to pray. I was so terrified. and
Oh
caught up
my
in
God,
chanting
that's
that
terrifying.
I didn't realize the sounds had stopped. I checked my watch. It was 7:30 a.m.
Oh, you did it.
Carefully, I opened the door and ran to my grandparents. We all got in a van and headed straight for the airport. Apparently, there were others who had escaped the grasp of Hachisaku-sama, as long as they never stepped foot in Japan again. So 2 years ago, when my grandpa got sick, he refused to let me visit him. He even left strict instructions in his will to not let me attend his funeral. I couldn't believe that this creature prevented me from saying goodbye to him. So when my grandma called a few days ago to tell me she had been diagnosed with cancer, I wasn't going to let her stop me from visiting. It's been 10 years, Grandma, and nothing has happened to me. We don't even know if this thing is real. I'm not going to let it stop me from seeing you. If you say so, dear. I love you, Grandma. I'll see you soon. Like this video if it gave you the chills.
Oh,
Subscribe
gee.
to our sister channels Hissy Fit and Slay Tricks. If you or anyone you know
the
have
grandma.
any paranormal
It was the.
experiences, message me on
Oh,
Instagram
man.
and I might feature your story. And if you dare to follow me, my links are in the description
Oh,
below.
man.
Until next time, sweet dreams.
I'm not gonna have sweet dreams, man. Oh, God. Oh, my Lord. Okay, that's terrifying to think about. Like, imagine, like, just like you're like playing outside, but you're like when you're really young, and then like outside you just see a really tall, creepy, pale woman just staring you dead in the eyes. Oh God, that's terrifying. Especially the that I don't know what that's all about, but if she didn't make that noise at the end of that phone call, yeah. Jeez. Oh man. Whew. I'm starting to change my mind about going to Japan now. Yeah. Well, thank you for watching and see you guys next time. This is the Peter Show, signing out.